Good morning, everyone. I'm Phương Farmer. Welcome back to the course Food Waste Management. Today, we will continue the study unit and the module Food Waste Identification, Quantification, and Measurement. In this lesson, food waste quantification and development of reduction strategy. We will discuss about what to do after the identification of food waste. In particular, we will talk about the role of food waste quantification, the quantification procedure, the challenges in food waste quantification, and the development of food waste reduction strategy based on the result of quantification. Basically, food waste quantification is essential for any effective reduction strategy. When food waste is measured in concrete units, it becomes something clearer, not just a vague concept. It becomes easier to understand, to manage, and to communicate. Quantification shows how much waste occurs and where it happens along the supply chain. And the quantification also supports the evaluation of intervention over time and contribute to evidence-based decision. The waste quantification helps identify the hotspot, which are the point where food waste has the highest level. By measuring and locating this critical point, reduction measures can be targeted where they are most effective. And then it helps the identification of priority. We have to set the priority based on the severity, the feasibility, and the available resources. This action ensure that the effort and investment are placed where they are really needed. Then the quantification define also the target, the goals. Setting clear, realistic goals allow organization to track progress and assess the effectiveness of action. The quantification process is a part of monitoring improvement. By comparing up-to-date data with established goals, organization can detect trends, adjust strategy when needed, and maintain transparency and accountability. Every policy needs to be based on evidence, not just on assumption. So the quantification also helps the establishment of policy. The food waste quantification procedure consists of several steps. The first step is to define the objectives. The objective in turn determines the scope, boundary, measurement method, and level of detail required. So you need to understand what is the purpose of the quantification, because clear objective can ensure that data collection is meaningful and support evidence-based decision making. So the first step is extremely important. The next thing to do is to choose the unit of measurement. Selecting an appropriate measurement unit ensure consistent and comparable results. For example, you cannot compare a waste that is measured in a kilogram to a waste that is measured in environmental unit. They need to have the same unit of measurement to be compared. The units should align with the study objective and the need of its intended audience. Next, you need to choose the measurement method and data collection approach. Four categories of approach are direct measurement, indirect estimation, surveys, interviews, and model-based estimation. Usually, a combination of methods improve accuracy and efficiency, so we can use more than one method. The last step is to process and interpret the result. The collected data must be elaborated to extract meaningful insights. From the total waste, you can convert into a percentage of production to highlight the loss of material, or you can convert them into economic or environmental terms to highlight the financial loss or the environmental impact. Identifying pattern trends and link to specific costs or process step helps stakeholders understand the situation and develop the right strategy. Every procedure, every action have their own challenges. In case of food waste quantification, the challenge can be incomplete data, which can form the lack of systematic record or discarded material, especially small or unweighted loss. This problem makes the baseline and the comparison become inaccurate. Then different organizations can have different definition or classification for food loss, food waste, and byproduct. For example, an organization can consider byproduct as food waste. The other instead they don't consider byproduct as food waste, as I explained in the previous lesson. This reduce comparability across study and can overestimate actual waste. Some waste is not visible in solid waste stream. Detecting this loss requires specialized monitoring, which many facilities do not have. This problem, in contrast to the previous one, can lead to the underestimation of actual waste. So quantification requires time, equipment, training, and sometimes even external expertise. Many small and medium companies do not have all of these resources. This leads to the infrequent or inconsistent measurement and low data accuracy. So, from the reason of quantification, we can develop the reduction strategy. The first step is interpreting result and setting priority. Analyzing the quantification result to understand how much waste occur, where and why it happened. And then from the interpretation, we can define the objective and targets. We have to set a clear SMART target. SMART is an abbreviation of specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. For example, a company set a target of reducing 20% of food waste within 3 years. Next, we need to select the suitable intervention. Effective strategy considers the most appropriate type of action for each hotspot. The intervention can be technological, managerial, or educational, depend on the place of occurrence. A balance of this factor can bring the best result. Then monitoring and continuous improvement need to ensure that the reduction plan is working, or if there's any deviation, we can detect it early to adjust the strategy. Not only the reduction of food waste, but the quantification also have to detect what is the best route for valorization of unavoidable waste. The data help assess the technical and economical feasibility of this option. By sharing the reason to reporting or certification, we can enhance the organizational commitment and we can also improve the public reputation. Thank you for joining me. I really hope you enjoy the lesson. In the next lesson, I will show you how to perform the quantification of food waste step by step. See you next time.